going to put some core seal on this 70 satellite hood. It's completely surface rusted except along the edges. I think it was like a B5 blue. Anyway, we'll see what it does. I like what it's done. I mean, I like how the rust color is more dark. This deeper rust that's turned to black as compared to just normal rust. So I think if we were to wipe this up with lacquer thinner and then we could clear it with like a matte finish, matte clear or something like that, definitely give it that cool patina look to it. I wish there was more blue on it because I really love that transition between the color and the rust, surface rust. Anyway, we'll come back to it, do a little bit more, and then wipe it down. Okay, one thing that I found on the Charger is waiting the next day to try to clean it up with thinner. It's pretty tough to get off, pretty messy. This one I did today, so I'm gonna do it. I probably put that on maybe an hour ago, so I'm gonna try to clean it off while it's still sort of wet, but it's clearly, you know, done something to the rust, so see if it comes off easier. Alright, so it doesn't matter if you wait a day or you do it the same day. It's still difficult to get that off. Alright, this is that 70 Belvedere satellite hood. Little change in plans on what I was going to do. I wanted to try a variety of, you know, between semi-gloss and eggshell, and or at least matte finish and semi-gloss. Probably not eggshell, too much in the middle. But I ended up using all the clear on the 68 Charger, so I'm not going to be able to try different things. It's mixed up with the semi-gloss right now, so I'm going to go ahead and try to clear off some of the residue core seal off of here, and then I'm going to shoot it with what's left over of the clear, and we'll see how it comes out. Alright, so here's the 70 satellite hood, patinaed. This side was core sealed and then clear put over it, and it's a semi-gloss. Man, I sure wish there was more blue paint on it. It would look really nice. But there's not. Oh, most of the paint on the main part of the hood is just gone, baked away. You kind of see streaks from when I put the core seal on, but it doesn't look bad. I kind of like how it looks. So this is the semi-gloss. This is natural rust. Kind of ugly in my opinion. I sprayed a little spot of clear here just to see what it would look like, you know, if you just put clear over it. It's not bad, a little more orange than this. This gets really black. So, okay, so while in the process of painting the floors on the 68 Charger, I was playing around with this 70 satellite hood I had laying around, and you could see it was severely surface rusted. Paint's all burned off of it, and then I treated half of it with core seal to convert the rust, and I cleared over it the semi-gloss. So kind of gives you an idea what it looks like versus like the natural patina. I don't know what's better. I could tell you to the touch, I hate how this feels. It feels so terrible, but this feels smooth, you know, even though it's got some texture to it from the rust. It's kind of pitted pretty bad up in here, but like I have no trouble touching this car, you know, washing it, not feeling all terrible. This area I just sprayed thinner over it. I don't know why. I guess it just cleaned off the dirt. I did a little spot right here, just clear over the regular rust, so I probably should have sprayed a little bit more. So it looks like you could probably get away. I mean, that doesn't feel too bad. You could probably get away with just putting clear over this, and then you have that texture or that touch, how it feels. I would imagine though, without treating the rust, that it would start to bubble underneath the clear and potentially, you know, eat into the metal. If anybody has any opinions of that, please let me know in the comments. Curious. And then I had started to spray some clear over this, what was left in the gun, this D100 deck or tailgate, and then I ran out on one end, and I kind of just took what was in the can, put a little thinner in there, put a little hardener in there, and just threw it together to finish it. And the ratio, I have no idea what it is. It was just sort of a mystery mix, but you can see it came out pretty dull. So I think, you know, it had a high ratio of hardener basically. So it could kind of give you an idea of the difference, you know, in the mix ratio. The 4-to-1 is like this, semi-gloss. Kind of gives you a sheen. I don't know if it's coming out that well in the video, but there's a sheen to that. And this is probably 6-to-1 or maybe even higher, and it came out like super flat. So give you an idea. Pretty cool how it beads off. I'd say that's pretty well protected. So basically, everything I did here on this half of the hood, I did to the floors of the Charger. So if you're wondering if the floors are protected, they are. So I put the core seal on here, converted the rust, and then sprayed a semi-gloss clear on it. And you can see as soon as the water hits it, it just totally beads off. Whereas over here, this side that wasn't coated, the water's just soaking into the rust on the metal. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything just wetting it now, but I think we're pretty safe to say that this is going to stay protected for a very long time, you know. So, pretty cool. And if you're thinking about doing your own patina paint job, there you go. You know, that's kind of what it's going to look like.